Bart Phillips resigned as the president and CEO of the Columbia River Economic Development Council last Monday, and that's a move that's been greeted with some real sadness here in the office. He's a consummate economic development professional who has helped secure thousands of jobs in Clark County, particularly in the semiconductor industry. And Bart has also worked very closely with Washington State University in Vancouver to align the potential of the university with the growth of the technology community, and that work has been fabulous and continues to bear fruit. He has also presided over an economic development council that I think is a real force in the community and that helps raise the boats of all the cities and ports and other interested parties.
Where does the process go from here then when something like this opening happens? And I think you're involved in that process, is that right?
Well, I'll be helping manage the day-to-day affairs of the staff here, who really are stepping up and mostly will manage themselves. My involvement will be just to make sure everything is humming along and that communications are handled appropriately. And then there is a search committee of about 9 individuals who will be working to identify a candidate or several candidates to send to the board for selection over the summer. I suspect that will happen.
And then for the average person who doesn't keep track of all these acronyms and agencies, how much can an agency like the EDC and the agency you work with affect the lives of daily lives of people by your efforts?
Well, the Economic Development Council is a place where if a business is looking to locate in a region and they don't know exactly where they want to be, the Economic Development Council acts as their conduit for information and for connecting them with real estate and financing and labor force throughout the area. They're sort of a concierge in that respect. Even more importantly, the Economic Development Council provides a platform to help businesses who are already here expand. We actually see more job growth through business expansion than we do through business recruitment, although business recruitment gets a lot of attention because people want to know about new companies coming in. But we're here to ask companies what's keeping you from growing in our community and seeing if we can provide resources or connect them with resources to address those concerns, whether they're transportation or permitting, workforce, whatever they are.
Been tough times for a lot of the country, including Clark County, our housing market, our job market. In a very basic way, as someone who's close to this stuff every day, do you see life improving for the average Clark County resident in the next near future?
The data shows that we're still flat. However, we're seeing projects that have been simmering on the back burner for 2 or 3 years since the recession started. Those projects are beginning to move again. So that is very hopeful. And the Economic Development Council is putting together a new strategic plan on behalf of all of the partners in Clark County, the cities, the ports, the private sector, and that will be forthcoming in a few months, and I think that we'll see real concerted efforts to target our energies on specific growth areas.
And just kind of in a very basic way, do you feel like you're optimistic, pessimistic, or too soon to tell?
Oh, very optimistic. Very optimistic. You know, there was a point in the recession where we thought maybe we were down and out, and that because we knew a lot of the jobs that left would not be coming back, even though the companies are still producing at a high rate, but they were doing the same production with half the employees. That was very discouraging at one time. But we're seeing companies coming, looking to be here. They may be manufacturing overseas, but they're bringing lots of sales and tech support and related jobs here. Those are the jobs of the future.